And a very pleasant good afternoon to you from the Tamalpais High Pool at Tam High in Mill Valley, California for yet another TamTV production of boys water polo and after girls water polo. So doubleheader, sit back, get your popcorn, sit on your couch, put the YouTube on your smart TV, pat around the house, maybe grab a snack. Maybe if you have to kind of do something around the house, have us on in the background. Watch us on your phone or just if you're watching on replay, hope you're going to enjoy it. It is Brian Murphy here, your trusty Tam play-by-play guy. I have my statistician Rory Murphy sitting to my right. And, of course, we are not on the air without the outstanding technical proficiency and promptness of one Colleen Donaldson, who is just awesome. She's crushing it this year. Colleen's a water polo alum mom. Wyatt was a varsity player for at least 3 years, maybe 4. We'll say 4, what the heck. And she's got a senior Finley who's not playing water polo, but her heart still is down here at the pool. She loves it. She, like everyone else, was dismayed to hear the score from yesterday's Armageddon 1.0 over in Larkspur yesterday. If you hadn't heard, Redwood 9, Tam 8, and yes, you can let the sting kind of soak in right now for just 10 seconds, but then we got to turn the page because we got another game to play. We can talk about that as this game goes on. There was a lot to learn from it. Max Pollock is back. The team now in their new Bonehead polos. We can talk about the Bonehead culture if you want a little bit later on. And their gray hoodies with their names and number. The gear is starting to come in. The team's starting to shape up, and it was an epic tilt yesterday that wound up going Redwood's way. Tam had a look in the final seconds and a good shot from Sammy Melise. A good skip shot that just went off the top bar. It's a game of inches, as they say, in pretty much every sport. All right, let's get to this game. Marin Academy Wildcats are in town. They're 1-4, 0-1. Head coach Joe Doyle featuring a team that is, as he said, rebuilding. Last year they had a all-league player named Machu, whose last name, Gajik. Is that how we pronounce it? We just call him Matty. Big Matt. He's at Johns Hopkins now. Let's get into it right now. The sprint is being done by Marin Academy's number 3. That is Jack Buchanan, and it was won by our number 11, Sammy Melise. So for Marin Academy, number 10, Justin Tachiki. Number 4, Dean Cunningham. Number 9, Ari Hirson. Number 5, Leo Boehner. Number 12, Mats Tyrus. And in goal is Xander Mondaloo. Tam with its starters. Sam Melise feeding Andrew Wallace down low, and he draws a kick out right away. Dean Cunningham with a kick out. Tam with a 6-on-5 just a way to start right now. It's Jasper Feldman up top, one of the starters, of course, sophomore. Whips it over to Rogan Burke, a junior. He's a starter, who flips it over to Sammy Melise for a sweet skip shot and score. Sammy Melise puts Tam up 1-0. Good time for Sam. He's really having a nice start to his year. He's number 11 there, statistician, and I would put it right next to the goal there so we can keep track. There you go, and circle it. We have our statistician working to keep track of our accurate scores and things. So, all right. We have Jack Buchanan with the ball looking forward, guarded closely by number 11, Sammy Melise. The rest of the Tam starters are, of course, 10, Pash CV, the sophomore, 5, Declan Murphy, the senior, 14, Rogan Burke, the junior, 2, Jasper Feldman, the sophomore, who you see steal the ball from Matt's an offensive on Sammy, no goal. On Andrew Wallace they called an offensive. That was yesterday. There was a critical moment in the Redwood game where they called an offensive on Andrew Wallace. So water polo refs can play a large role in things around here. So no goal, we stay 1-0. Wallace all over Dean Cunningham on the press. And now we have an offensive on Marin Academy. Wallace takes the ball and immediately has open water as he approaches. Looks like he'll have a chance to sort of make up for that offensive. Oh! He gets blocked by Xander Mondaloo. Maybe a little lazy on that shot. Maybe took that one for granted. And look at MA now with a little counter. Mats Tyrus up the right side. Burke on him, pressing him. Slows down their momentum a little bit. Good press defense from Rogan Burke. Making life hard on him. Makes a sloppy pass, and Jasper Feldman thought he had a good chance to get to it, but he was called for an ordinary. That's number 5, Leo Boehner. Gets it back over to 12, Mats Tyrus, whose shot is an easy stop for Ethan Wallace, our sophomore goalie. And Ethan's looking down. So already you've had the 2 big senior co-captains have a little mishaps. Declan Murphy, ball slipped out of his hand. Andrew Wallace missed a 1-on-none. So maybe a little Redwood hangover here. Jasper Feldman driving, and an easy rip for Jasper Feldman to make it 2-0 Tam. So right now, Feldman on the board, Melise on the board, and Tam's up 2-0. Nice goal for Jasper, who's getting more and more active with each game. We got Coach Max Pollock over there, and aided by Will Quist, of course, who missed yesterday's game at Redwood. And we can talk about that maybe as the game goes on. That's number 3, Jack Buchanan, looking, and his shot is blocked. Sam Melise, who's playing great defense these days. Really a good, long, rangy Sammy Melise. He's looking. It looks like he sees Jasper Feldman, number 2, who's out swimming his competition and has another easy look, and he rips it in, Jasper, for another goal. Tam up 3-0 in the first quarter. So defense leads to offense, of course. And if we're being fair, it is not Marin Academy's strongest team. They lost to Redwood 22-4 in their only league game earlier this year. So they're looking for small incremental steps. And who knows, you might see a lot of playing time for all of Tam's roster today. That's number 3, Jack Buchanan, with pass CV, kind of drifting off him a little bit. Buchanan tries a aggressive pass down low, overshoots number 9, Ari Hirson, but they're calling a kick out. They're calling a kick out on number 11, Sammy Melise. Is that right? Yeah, Melise kicked out. So Marin Academy with a 6-on-5. Interesting. Interesting situation. That's number 10, Justin Tachiki. Back to 3, Buchanan. Over to 12, Tyrus. Back to Tyrus again. A nice ball movement. Oh, stuffed by Declan Murphy. Shot block there. Easy shot block on Tachiki for Murphy, who's got those long arms. He is 6'5" 3/4. We can call it 6'6". And there, oh, nice pass from. Look at that dry ball down to Andrew Wallace, who makes up for that previous one. Sammy Melise filling up the stat sheet with an assist there, and he has a goal. So, kind of playing out the way we thought it would. Defense leading to offense for Tam. 4-0 early. I would anticipate you're going to see a lot of playing time for a lot of players today. Number 4, Dean Cunningham. Used to see him at Mill Valley Rec Center getting swim lessons when Declan Murphy was a kid. Number 3, Jack Buchanan. Over to number 12, Mats Tyrus. There's Murphy again, that long arm. Scoops up a sloppy pass to Will Macy. Gets it to Ethan Wallace. So Ethan with a bomb down to Sammy Melise with an aggressive pass to Andrew Wallace. Really nice hookup from Sammy to Andrew. An aggressive pass by Sammy through at least 2 defenders there, and Wallace, of course, palmed it and ripped it in for his second goal of the night. Tam up 5-0. See, sometimes, Rory, it's hard to remember to put those scores in there, especially when you're on your phone. Dean Cunningham with the ball now. Flips it over to Buchanan. Buchanan back to Ben Perkins, number 2 in the game for Marin Academy. MA with one of the nicer pools in the county. They frequently host postseason. Good site for viewers. They got that upstairs deck up there. There's Murphy pressing number 9, Ari Hirson. Ordinary drops off, and there's a pass. Once again, the long arm of the law, Declan Murphy. I think that's his 3rd steal and or block. Oh, we're calling an offensive on somebody. I don't know who that was on the transition. Tam gets wiped out. I didn't see who that was on, but a fast break was wiped out. It was on Jasper Feldman, we believe. So back to MA we go. Back to MA we go. And sometimes the refs, when a game's going one way lopsided, will sometimes whistle it to make it a little more even. This is number 9, Ari Hirson, whose shot is no good. Ethan Wallace with it. See what he can work on here on a counter. Oh, there's his brother. Here it is. The Wallace brothers, Los Hermanos Wallace. They do this a lot, and that's number 3 for Andrew Wallace. He's got a hat trick already, 6-0, and here come the subs. Here come the subs at 6-0 in the first quarter. Tam doing what they have to do and what they need to do, and sort of wiping away the pain from yesterday, which we can talk about as this game goes on. In is number 6, Noah Ziegart. Number 7, Max Kolesnikov. In is number 4, Rylan Coleman. Seniors, all 3 seniors. Staying in are Murphy, Wallace, and Burke. So testing Kolesnikov, and Kolesnikov immediately is ejected. That was drawn by number 10, Justin Tachiki. And immediately it looked like was that a block, Rory, by old number 5? I missed that because I was looking down at the roster, but something happened. They're resetting. You all saw it better than I did. I was looking at a roster. That's number 14, Will Macy with the ball. Sloppy pass for Buchanan. Gets wet. 6-on-5, about to expire, and we're even. We are back even now. It's a 20-second penalty, the power play, so Tam's back even. Shot clock drifting down, and number 2, Ben Perkins kind of lobs one right into Ethan Wallace's chest. Easy stop for Wallace, who again finds Los Hermanos Wallace, as Andrew Wallace will score his 4th goal of the day. And it's 7-0, it looks like. Coach Max Pollux has given Andrew a breather now. He says, you got your 4 goals, buddy. Now Rowan Holden coming in for him. Really like what Rowan Holden's shown this year, the junior. The surfer, we call him, and he's been playing unafraid. I really like him. Like to see him get some meaningful minutes. So here we go with Coleman, Holden, Murphy, Kolesnikov, Ziegart, and Burke. And what is shaping up to be a fairly cruising first quarter for, kick out. Rylan Coleman kicked out. Drawn by Tachiki, a second time he's drawn one. 6-on-5 for Marin Academy. Let's see if they can capitalize right now. Buchanan with the ball, lobs it far corner weak side to number 14, Will Macy. Macy over to Ari Hearson. Macy back to Buchanan. And shot clock's almost at 10 to make it even, and we are even now. We are even. Oh, and number 3, Ari Hearson rips a goal. Or pardon me, Jack Buchanan. I apologize. That was Jack Buchanan. I got that call wrong. Jack Buchanan with the goal. Okay. All right. Well done by MA. Draw the kick out and capitalize on the 6-on-5. Last time they didn't get a shot off, and it was a good decision by Buchanan. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So let's see what Tam works up here. You got Holden looking around, assessing his options. See Ziegart on the left side. Ziegart down to Burke. Burke finds Murphy down low. Nice pass. Murphy finds Kolesnikov, who draws a kick out. So the extra pass by Murphy draws a kick out on Buchanan. Tam's on a 6-on-5. See if they can work on. Oh, what are we calling here? We're inside 2. We got to back it out a little bit. So Murphy, instead of shooting, saw a chance for Kolesnikov to draw a kick out, and he did. Good job, Max K. Let's see if the 6-on-5 can work here. Burke, Ziegart, Coleman. That's a lefty. Rylan likes to shoot. He's a good shooter. And so is Holden. So is Rowan Holden. Oh, we have an offensive foul. Looks like they might have called it on Declan Murphy based on his facial expression. He has a look that his dad knows. He sighs and looks at the heavens. So if you see that, then usually there's something that has not gone his way. So blown 6-on-5 by Tam. Not good. Not good. That was a little frustrating. And that is the end of the first quarter with Tam up 7-1. Yes, we can move it on to the second period right there. So blown 6-on-5 was a little frustrating there, as was allowing that 6-on-5 goal. So Andrew Wallace with 4 goals, Jasper Feldman with 2, Sammy Melise with 1, Declan Murphy with about 3 or 4 blocks and or steals. Tam doing what they have to do. We can recap a little bit of the Redwood game now. We must face our demons to conquer them, and it was a tough game yesterday. That is, of course, the 2 teams that are not just rivals, but probably the 2 best teams with respect to Archie Williams and Terra Linda now. Now, we got to see how Archie and Terra Linda play out, but right now we have Tam and Redwood as believed to be the 2 favorites. So the game had a lot of weight, had a lot of rivalry, had a lot of friends and rivals chirping against each other, and Tam started out good. They took a 2-1 lead. They had a counter. They had a 6-on. They drew a 5-meter. And then slowly as the game went on, Redwood did a great job of drawing ejections. They just began to draw ejection after ejection and cash in on their 6-on-5. So full credit to them on how they executed their 6-on-5s. And all of a sudden, a 2-1 Tam lead became a 6-2 Redwood lead, and it became a little bit of a freaky situation. And I think the Tam kids were a little shell-shocked. And when you looked up between the ejections and Tam's sort of inefficient defense, it was Redwood 9, Tam 3 in the third quarter. And quite frankly, it looked like Redwood might have blown them out. But, in the full credit to Tam, they did not pack it in. They did not give up. They adjusted their defense and began countering some of the factors that Redwood offered in the first half. And fewer kickouts. Maybe the referee whistle lightened up a little bit. Became a 9-3 game, a 9-4 game, a 9-5 game, a 9-6 game, a 9-7 game, and now with a minute and a half to go, it's 9-8. Declan Murphy had 4 goals. He had a really good game. Andrew Wallace, who was kept scoreless for the first 3 quarters, which was a big shocking development, scored 2 in the fourth. And so at 9-8, with Redwood not scoring a single goal in the fourth quarter, Redwood got tired. Tam began energized. The crowd got into it. Tam had 2 possessions in the final minute to tie the game. A Declan Murphy shot was stopped by Owen Malone. Tam then stopped again. Again, a stop. And then Tam had the ball one last possession. And in a turn of events that will be relived, Sammy Melisa Jr. had the ball and had a nice turn and open water, just a beautiful turn, and it was him and Owen Malone and the gods. And Sammy skip-shotted with 2 seconds left, and it went off the top bar as the buzzer expired. Colleen Donaldson reliving it. She can't take it. She's had her hands on her knees. It's so agonizing. So, yes, painful as the world, Colleen says, and it was. So that's what happened yesterday, everybody. So there was a lot of good in the second half, a lot of bad in the first half, and kind of like the Menlo game. Tam is showing a resilience under Max Pollock that's pretty good. So let's catch you up here where we're in the second quarter now, and we have a lot of new players. What's that? I couldn't hear what he said.
Great referees in that game.
Yes, it was an honor to be a part of it, yes. Number 4, Ryland Coleman is in. Number 7, Max Kolesnikov's in. Number 8, Dax Tarba's in. Number 12, Rowan Holden's in. Number 14, Rogan Burke is in. Number 6, Noah Ziegard's in. We got it into Kolesnikov here, who kicks it out to Ziegard with a cross-court pass to Ryland Coleman, whose left-handed shot is an easy stop for Xander Mondaloo. Rory, it is 7-1. 7-1 is the score of the game. Kolesnikov pressing number 4, Dean Cunningham. Jack Buchanan, who has the only goal for MA so far, being guarded by Ryland Coleman. Shot clock down to 7:65, and we're calling an offensive on Tachiki. Now, he'd drawn a couple of kickouts earlier, but that time Rowan Holden played good defense on him, and this time Tachiki gets called for the offensive. It's Tamalpais ball. Here's Ryland with that side-handed lefty thing. He sees, Dax has open water. Dax had his man beat, and Ryland just couldn't see him. Easy for us to say we're not treading water and getting pulled down underwater. Sometimes we say, hey, so-and-so's open. They're like, yeah, have you ever tried being in the pool here? Yeah, Dax pushed off. That was a pretty easy call for the official. So a push-off by Dax nullifies that goal. Things have kind of settled down a little bit here in the second period. Oh, we're calling a kick-out. Rowan Holden that time got the kick out, and they feed Tajiki down low, and Ethan Wallace can't hang on. Tajiki scores to make it a 7-2 game. So the kick out on Holden. It was number 10 who scored it there, Rory. Tajiki. I did it, yes, I did. So, all right. MA showed a little light. Again, Coach Joe Doyle said it's a rebuilding year for the Wildcats, and he's got to be happy with how they've responded to a 7-0 deficit. They're on a 2-0 run, quite frankly. So here we go. Burke being pressed by Mats Tyrus. He's got Kolesnikov in the hole. Feeds him, who's being guarded by Dean Cunningham. Kolesnikov turns and can't get the shot off. Not a effort that reaches the goal. Xander Mondaloo, former SF water polo player, I believe. We're getting information. Feeds number 12, Mats Tyrus. Coleman now pressing number 3, Jack Buchanan. 4:30 to go in the second period. Tam up 7-2. All the starters are out right now. I believe Burke is in. I believe Burke is the only starter left out there right now. Oh, look at Jack Buchanan getting a little turn and feeds Tachiki. And Rowan Holden comes down for a really nice stop. Really nice stop. He's not kicked out, though, is he? No, it's just a clean, ordinary foul. Very good stop by Rowan Holden. Love that defense. Now here he is, and Tachiki can't get a good shot against Colden's defense. Good experience for Rowan to get this. Tachiki, not a bad player. And Holden held his own that time. He's holding his own. So that's Ziegart now. Oh, wet pass. Wet pass, turnover. So MA kind of liking this second quarter action here. Mondaloo looking for somebody, something, somewhere. He winds up finding Dean Cunningham, who's been around Mill Valley for a while. He's a Mill Valley kid. Jack Buchanan, who has one of MA's goals, feeds to Cheeky, who's got the other goal. No, Ethan has seen this script. Ethan Wallace is like, it is. And so now MA with a chance to make it, a little interesting here. Whipping it around. Oh, number 4, Dean Cunningham tries to shoot it, but Ethan Wallace said, not today. Not today. And the starters are coming back in. Get him some work. Max Messner walking by. Erickson Kenyon. JV with a nice win, correct?
Yeah.
Wearing their Aloha shirts. Both teams are geared up now. JV got their Aloha shirts, and Varsity got their Bonehead Polos, which are pretty cool. And they also got their hoodies. So starters back in. I see Murphy. I see Malise. I see Andrew Wallace. I see Feldman. I see Ethan Wallace. And I see Pash Seavey. So see if they can get something going here offensively. Ethan feeds Sammy at the top of the key. Sammy over to Wallace, who feeds Declan Murphy, who ties to turn Dean Cunningham and draws a ordinary. Whips a pass to oh, he had an ordinary. Well, look at that. Oh, look at that. Pass deflected by number 9, Ari Hirson. So
No, that was to Declan and Jasper.
Yes.
Tried to take it.
Oh, was it Jasper? Jasper. That was friendly fire. Pass was heading to Declan, and Jasper tipped it away. So,
We thought it was to him.
yes. Our color commentator says he thinks there was a little miscommunication there. So the starters blow another one. They've blown a few opportunities today. Up, there's the pass down to Chichiki. Murphy disrupts it. The ball is loose. Shot clock ticking down to 5-4-3. Skip shot by number 12. Matt's Tyrus, easy stop for Ethan Wallace, who's now looking to see if he has anybody countering. Doesn't look like he does. Maybe Burke, and instead he opts for the safe pass to Pash CV. Murphy down low. Oh, look at that pass to Feldman, who does not get it past Xander Mondaloo. Look at that. How about this, guys? Starters not able to crack the code here in the second quarter. I believe Tam has not scored this quarter. So I think you're looking at a Tam team that may be taking its eye off the ball a little bit after a 7-0 lead. Remember, Redwood beat these guys 22-4. But again, you never know how many times starters play or don't play, etc. MA has trouble getting into this offense, so the shot clock's already almost down. They should probably dump it, and they don't. That was a wild shot by Dean Cunningham. Ethan Wallace looking for somebody, something. I think he's got Rogan and Andrew, a little space issue there, spacing. Andrew Wallace sees Declan Murphy, who has beaten Dean Cunningham, and Murphy rips back and scores. So Tam did the right thing that time. So that was a case where, low on the shot clock, you have a choice. Do you dump it or do you shoot? Now, I mean, Cunningham had a decent look, so he shot. But by doing so, he allowed Tam to counter. And I know that Will Quist and Max Pollock are working on Tam not taking unnecessary shots. They're big on dumping because they believe that shots late in the shot clock frequently lead to counters that hurt you. So Tam's working on. If you see Tam dumping late in the shot clock, that's what they're being coached to do. We will see if Tam can hang on here. A minute to go in the second quarter. Tam up 8-2, and sort of a bit of a lazy afternoon here at the Tam pool. MA holding their own. Murphy guarding number 11. Quinn Kawaja. It's his first action, I believe, for number 11. Quinn throws the ball to Dean Cunningham up top. Shot clock down low. That's tipped away by Pash CV. Shot clock now 5-4-3. He should dump this, and he's not going to. He's going to shoot it. And that means Tam's going to have a chance, although it did hit the top bar, so he got a little bit of a good fortune on that one. But 30 seconds to go. Let's see if Tam can 20 on the shot clock. Let's see if they do with this possession. Well, he feeds Murphy right away, and Murphy, with a little bit of traffic from Dean Cunningham, does score. Nice assist from Dean Wallace. Cunningham got caught a little bit late on that one, and Wallace saw the opening and fed his fellow co-captain. So Tam with 2 good possessions there. Gets it back to 9-2 here with 23 seconds to go in the half. We'll see what MA cooks up here in their final possession. This one's cruising along. Tam right now, by the way, this is a league game. Tam is 1-1 in league. They beat 2-1 in league. They beat San Domenico and San Marin, lost to Redwood. So they're trying to improve to 3-1 in league. Next week, Tam plays Terra Linda, which should be a really good game. Terra Linda with a couple of prospects on their team, Cam Heller and Harley Haveman. Tam with the end of the clock here. And Declan Murphy gets a garbage goal. And it counts. Looks good in the Max Prep stats page, right? That's what it looks good on the Max Prep. Call that stat padding, right? Well, they gave it to him. He's like, well, Andrew has 4. I want my third. So when we go to Chipotle afterwards, we can talk about it. Yes. And action. They get a shot blocked by Sammy Malise. So we come to halftime here at the Tamalpais pool. Tam 11. I believe, oh, no, Tam 10. MA 2. Is that what we have? Burke family? The Burke family back scoring. So good to see them. They're awesome. They're committed. They, too, felt the pain from yesterday. We all felt the pain. And we'll see what Tam can cook up here in the second half. So our official here yesterday was there for the Redwood Tam game. A charged up atmosphere over there. Those are the fun ones, right? Those are the fun ones. Yes, good stuff. It was a really, really fun game. Good comeback and a final shot at the buzzer. Oh! 2 tries. 2 good tries, yeah. It was a good comeback by Tam, and it was a good job by Redwood to stake themselves out to a lead. So we may get a reprise in the playoffs, perhaps. We may get a Chapter 2 in the playoffs. So Redwood was without one of their big guys, Charlie Poser, which will affect the game. But Tam knows that, and Tam will game plan accordingly. So look at the ref really enjoyed that game, so that was kind of fun to see. Here we are at the Tam pool, sitting next to 8th grader Rory Murphy. He'll be at Tam next year. Rory, do you plan on playing water polo next year?
Yeah.
You do? You want to be a bonehead? Yeah. For sure. Get him on a headset. I tried to tell people back in the day, the boneheads had major presence. They came out in formation, chanting. They lined up on the pool deck. They did bonehead jumping jacks with spell-outs. They were military jumping jacks. B-O-N-E-H-E-A-D-S. Bonus, bonus, bonus. Then they took kickboards and pounded themselves on the heads and all dove in screaming. It was quite a show. They also had an every-year pageant called Bone Coming. It was their homecoming pageant, usually against Terra Linda or Redwood, and they put on a big pageant. It was a show. The house was packed. I try to tell the kids about this, and when I tell them this, they're looking at their phones mostly, and they don't listen. So, all right, Colleen, where do we go here? Where do we put each of these? We're going to have a little interview with a future bonehead. This goes there, and that one goes here.
Oh, yeah, I can hear.
Hello, future bonehead.
Hello.
You want to project like your dad's profession.
Yeah.
You want to be nice and loud from the diaphragm.
Yeah.
Tell us your name.
I'm Rory Murphy.
What grade are you in?
8th.
And what school do you go to?
Mill Valley Middle School.
You were at the Redwood game yesterday, weren't you?
Yeah.
What was your review of the game?
I thought they played really well. Just a couple of questionable.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can say it. You're going to say questionable calls in front of the ref right here? Is that what you're going to say?
Yeah, but also they played really well against a good team.
Yeah, it is. Did you already feel the rivalry and you're going to be part of it next year?
Yeah.
Yeah. You going to beat Redwood?
Yep.
Well, think about it this way. Twin Cities Little League is Redwood.
Oh, yeah.
What happened when you played Twin Cities Little League in All-Stars?
It was insane.
Who won?
Us most of the time.
Yes. There was one game they beat us.
And then we mercied them in the city championship.
In the county district championship, yeah. Yes, in front of a packed house at Twin Cities Joe Wagner Field. On their field, right?
Yeah.
So that Mill Valley Little League Twin Cities game is basically Tam versus Redwood.
Yeah.
And you guys mercied them.
Yeah.
So that means when you get in the pool next year, mercy Redwood.
Yeah.
Okay?
All right.
All right. What's your favorite part about water polo?
I mean, just being able to combine 2 sports that I like, swimming and baseball.
Yeah, what part of baseball is involved in water polo?
Pitching, which I that's like what I like to do the most in baseball, I would just think.
Yeah, are there similarities, or are you supposed to throw it differently?
I mean, I throw it kind of like how I pitch, but it's just a bigger ball, so.
How's your hand size? Is hand size important then?
Yeah.
You got pretty big hands, don't you, kid?
Yeah.
Excuse me, your hands are almost as big as your dad's. Oh, my God. What's going on here? You're growing. How tall do you think you are?
Like 5'9".
You might be 5'10". What do you think of this game here so far, 10-2? We got Declan with 3, Andrew with 4, Jasper with 2, Sammy with 1. Do you feel like it's a little bit of a hangover after the Redwood game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just replenish the confidence and get back going.
Good take. Good take. All right. Well, let's hop in and see what it is. Rory, you can get back to statisticianing. Thank you very much for your halftime visit. That was 8th grader Rory Murphy, future bonehead. Rory Murphy on the microphone. That future bonehead was sponsored by the Tam High Boosters, who are putting on the Hall of Fame Gala October 11th. Colleen, the tickets are now flying off the shelves. Yes, it's a hot ticket now. So if you don't have yours yet, you better get them because we're getting closer. I know. Should be a great event. It's going to be so many different swaths of Tam's history there. And you're going to hear so many great stories and just kind of bond under one roof. So everybody go to the Tam Boosters Instagram or the Tam Athletics. Just Tam Boosters Instagram is the place to go. is the perfect place to go. Also, look at my Instagram, KNBR I put the link up there too. Or my Facebook page, Brian Murphy, the link to buy tickets. $40 gets you food and drink in the evening. It's a pretty good deal. All right, back in the action. Here, let's go. Looks like Tam's going with Rogenberg, Sammy Melise. It looks like that's Jasper Feldman in the hole, working against number 12, Matt Tyrus. Cunningham tried to run down and play a little defense. Also in the pool right now are 12, Rowan Holden, and 10, Pash CV. Feeding Jasper Feldman down low with a nice turn and goal. Feldman scores. And the ref is blowing his whistle. I don't know what's going on here. Was there a goal or not? Sir, goal counts? Yes, okay, thank you. I heard some whistles. Yes, thank you. Sorry. Third period, yes. Okay, so yeah, there was a lot of whistles after. I think there was a little extracurricular situation going on there. Yeah, they had to iron it out. All right, MA down 11-2. Again, a rebuilding year, says Coach Joe Doyle. They're 1-4 overall, 0-1 in league. They did beat Lodi High, so they got that going for them. Number 4, Dean Cunningham, getting a lot of playing time today, as is number 12, Matt Tyrus. And here's number 9, Ari Hearson with a shot on goal. Pretty easy two-handed stop for Ethan Wallace, who is, of course, Tam's pride and joy. The sophomore goalie who was on the national team this summer. Got to go overseas, as was Jasper Feldman. One was in Italy, one was in Greece. How about that? What did I do with my summer vacation? Pash CV, the southpaw, looking, seeing what he's got, assessing options. Doesn't have much. Shot clock down, 6, 5, 4, 3. And there it is, the dump, the smart dump by Rogan Burke. Look at that. Doing what the coaches do. Kids, that's fundamental polo right there. So Tam does not get countered. That's exactly what Max Pollock and Will Quist are trying to teach. They want them to be a defense-first team. And you don't take a bad shot with 2 seconds left in the shot clock when you can go back and set up your defense. And I would bet that Meme will not score here because Tam set up their defense nicely. And sure enough, now here's a Tam counter with Jasper Feldman, open water, and Ethan Wallace fine. See how it all comes together? Rogan Burke dumping that ball led to this. Tam calls timeout. I think Max Pollock saw that Jasper Feldman in open water maybe wasn't necessarily what they needed right now. He might want to work on something. So he's talking about some things he wants to work on. So instead of having the open water for Feldman, Jasper's like, dude, I had a goal taken away from me. But Max had an idea. So does Coach Will Quist, who, of course, was a great player for the California Golden Bears. Will in the green polo shirt, as Colleen gives us a little frame there. And Max Pollock, who's definitely been leading the league in aura with the flip-flops, the slacks, the short, fat tie, the Wayfarers, and the it's all about the what do they call they call it the croc? What do they call the sunglass holder? There's a word for those. I'd say Crocs. Aren't there Crokies? What are they, Crokies? No, Crocs are those things you guys all wear on your feet. Will Gracie's in the pool. I had neglected to mention him. I apologize for that. Will Quist is talking to the team here. So, give you guys a little preview of what's ahead. Again, girls game after, so stick around for that. By the way, we've gone this far in the day without mentioning Colleen. Tam Girls Varsity 8, Redwood Girls Varsity 6. Bobby Palmer, let's go. Last year he won the league by beating Redwood in the championship game, and he's like, you know what? Let's go do it again. I beat him again yesterday, so go Bobby, go. Bobby Palmer, potential Tam Hall of Famer down the road. He was an outstanding water polo player at Tam, who won Tam's last league championship in 1993. In fact, there's Bobby over there. Colleen, if you want to give everybody a look over there. Is that too far? You want to get people to look at Bobby over there with his backpack and his salmon shorts there? Bobby's nowhere. He's always got the backpack. We say, what's in the backpack? He says, I don't know, graham crackers and milk. I don't know, something. It's his safety blanket. So there's Bobby Palmer, who got the big win over Redwood yesterday. Okay, back to the action. Thanks, Colleen, for that. Sammy Melise, they're working a play here over to Rogan Burke. Burke looking. Back to Sam Melise. Up top, shot clock down to 10 already. They feed Will Gracie. Gracie's got a look. Feeds 12. Rowan Holden just quite can't get it, and the ball goes under. So they called the timeout, and it just didn't quite work. So Take a little action here. Yeah, I was talking to you guys about next week. Next week, the only game we do have is against Terra Linda right here. And that should be a real good game. Real good game. It'll be how does Tam bounce back from its Redwood MCAL game against a team with a couple of Division I prospects in Heller and Haveman. Tam's defense set up nicely as MA's having trouble getting a look here. MA's having trouble, and they're just going to have to, they're going to dump it. That's what you do. That's what you do. So smart play there by MA. 4:14 to go in the third quarter. Tam up 11-2. Ethan Wallace with the sun in his eyes. Shout out Mask, Rocky Dennis. These things are a drag. Here we go. Rogan Burke feeds over to Will Gracie. It was a risky pass. Gracie recovers it. Back up to Melise up top. Feeds Holden down low, and Rowan Holden gets a physical bit of defense by number 4, Dean Cunningham. No foul called, so let him play. Let him play. So defensive stop for Cunningham on Holden. 3:43 to go in the third quarter. Cunningham looking around. Pash CV down in the hole playing defense. A little sloppy pass that Feldman might want to go over and swoop up, and he does. He's so good at it. He's just a good swimmer. And Feldman has the ball. He's looking now for a teammate. I think he does have Pash CV right in the middle of the pool. But a little too much traffic, a little too much whitewater traffic for him to see him there. Oh, now he sees him. Look at that. He waited and waited and waited, and Pash CV with a turnaround, and it's knocked away by number 12, Matt Tyrus. So good defense by MI. Will Gracie with a shot wide. So Tam does not convert. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Melise, Feldman, Burke, CV, Campbell Visnich, Burke, and Gracie. In fact, Gracie there on defense allows Melise to come in and take the ball, but they're calling an ordinary on Tam. So back to Tachiki, who gets it over to Leo Boehner, who gets it to, oh, Boehner with a nice pass to number 9, Ari Herson, who scores. It's an 11-3 ball game. 11-3. Subs come in for MA, and a few more subs for Tam. Senior co-captains Andrew Wallace and Declan Murphy in. Number 8, Dax Tarba in. Tarba played some good defense in the fourth quarter of the Redwood game. Something to build on. So right now we're back, I believe, 5 starters and Rowan Holden. Good chance for Rowan to get some action with some real good players. I should say 4 starters in Rowan Holden because Dax did not start. Sammy, who's playing some good ball. Andrew Wallace sees Rogan Burke, who tries to feed Declan Murphy, but Declan got D'd up, and boom! Sammy Melise scoops it up and scores.
11.
I like the way Sammy's playing this year. Sammy Melise, number 11, scored there. That's Sammy's second goal of the day. I like the way he's playing. Real glue guy. He was the one who had the courage to take that final shot. You know, as a junior in that big game, and he knows maybe Andrew Wallace, Declan Murphy, Jasper Feldman are the top scorers. And Redwood said, you know, he made a nice turn on the kid, and God bless him for having the guts to take that shot. And nice shot, too. He didn't shoot it right into Owen Malone's chest or anything. He just skip shot. And it went off the top bar. God, if that had gone in, would have been bedlam in Larkspur. Oh, man. Really exciting game, though. Still can't stop talking about yesterday. Here we are. Dax Tarba kicked out, so 6-on-5. Chance for Tam to work on a 6-on-5 defense here. Murphy, Wallace, Burke, Melise, and Holden in right now. That's number 2, Ben Perkins. Over number 14, Will Macy. Back to Tachiki. Tachiki looking up. That's it. We're back even now. We are back even. And they throw the ball in. An attempted pass to Ben Perkins actually goes to where Tarba's swimming in. So a little mishap there for the Marin Academy Wildcats. Ethan Wallace with a long pass to Samuel Melise, who's just playing such good ball. Finds Rogan Burke. Burke has a look with a spin. And he's unselfish. He finds Declan Murphy down low, who cannot, and he draws the 5. So Rogan, very unselfish play there, feeding Declan. And Sammy gets the, you know what, good decision by Coach Max, because Sammy has earned it. Sammy's had a real good game. He had a good game yesterday. And who knows, by the end of this season, that guy might make a goal and win a championship. You never know. So good job by Rogan to feed Declan, who drew the kick out. Murphy, 5 with the kick out. 11, Melise to shoot. He rises up. Oh, bar out, but he gets the offensive rebound and scores. Kids, don't give up. on the offensive rebound. Tam up 13-3. 3 goals, hat trick for Sammy Melise. Gonna go clap, clap, clap. Give him a golf clap. There are 3 different players with hat tricks: Melise, Wallace, and Murphy. Feldman too, 4. So, and then the extra goal is by who? No, I see. Wallace has 4. Feldman has 3. Murphy has 3. Melise has 3. So that's 4, 10, 13, whatever. We got it all. 3 guys with 3, 1 guy with 4. How's that? 3 times 3 is 9. 1 plus 4 is 13. 13-3. And Tam's defense doing a good job here. 59 seconds to go in the court. Decker with a block. Just block that shot. Just big old long arm, defensive-minded Declan Murphy leads to a counter for 22. Andrew Wallace, who has a little fun with this one and rips it in. 5 goals for Andrew Wallace. Now it's 14-3. So good block by Declan, leads to, defense leads to offense, everybody. Defense leads to offense. Oops, we didn't check the score on that, 14-3. 44 seconds to go in the third quarter. MA in a rebuilding year, according to Coach Joe Doyle, 1-4 in the year, 0-1 on the season in the league. Lost to Redwood 22-4, down 14-3 at Tam. Tough for MA to look at their schedule and see Redwood and Tam as their first 2 games. They're like, geez, thanks, schedule maker. Appreciate you. But the good news for them is they get them out of the way and maybe have some games that they can maybe make some more progress against. Good defense by Tam. And an easy steal for Sammy the Swiper. Sammy the Swiper with another steal. That was an attempted pass by Will Macy. Sam said, I'll have that. Wallace is going to hold the ball, looks like, and just kind of run clock here. 10, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And we will go to the end of the third quarter, 14-3. So there you go. Right now, Andrew Wallace with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Declan Murphy with 1, 2, 3. One of those was that garbage goal, right? Sammy Melise with 1, 2, and 3. And Jasper Feldman with 1, 2, and 3. So 3 goals each for Feldman, Melise, and Murphy. 5 goals for Wallace. Back to the Tam Hall of Fame. For the water polo crowd, if you're watching, we do have 2 aquatics inductees out of 10. How about that? We have Blake Wellen, 1996 water polo player, was just one of the best water polo players ever to come through this program. County Player of the Year, Bob Palmer's teammate, junior national player, led Tam to their county championship in 93, led them to an undefeated record in 94, and they lost in the playoffs in 94, shockingly. Went on to UCLA and became a starter on 2 national championship teams, played key roles on both teams and made big dramatic goals for them. Went on to play pro in Italy. Had a chance to do the U.S. Olympic team, he's majored in Italian at UCLA. He's a really interesting guy. Fantastic. He also played basketball at Tam, but was really one of the best water polo players ever to come through here. He's going in. And the swimmer from my era, I graduated in 85, but we were in awe of our class of 86 classmate, Sam Schwartz, who was simply the fastest breaststroker in the nation. In 1985, Swimming World, he had the #1 time in the United States of America, right here at Tam High. The fastest swimmer in the nation was a Tam kid. He was an All-American. He went in his sophomore year, went to the 1984 Olympic trials in Indianapolis. As a 16-year-old sophomore, he was on the blocks next to if you know you're swimming, the icons like Steve Lundquist and guys like that. He said he felt like he was a kid at a Raider game trying to get autographs. Finished 11th at Olympic trials, just missed the top 8 by about 100th of a second. Had to come back and go to biology class as a sophomore. Goes to Stanford and is a key part of their national championship team, was on an All-American relay team with Pablo Morales. So just an incredible swimmer. It's really between him and Mari Gotnar if you want to argue about the best swim careers here. And quite frankly, I think Sam might have an argument. Sammy won 3 events at 1 NCS meet. He won the 100 breast, he won the 200 IM, and he was part of an All-American relay team. So he's a great, great guy, very humble. He's coming down from Seattle with his family. It's really great, really fun. So he's got his old coach to induct him, Pete Rakovich, his old Indian Valley coach. And don't worry anybody about a long night. I am emceeing the evening, and I am hell-bent on keeping it crisp and entertaining. So hopefully we'll have an entertaining night for everybody. And as we said, we had food and drink for the low, low price of $40. These days, my God, $40. You walk to Safeway, get a sandwich, they ask for $40. Marin Academy wins the sprint here, final quarter here. By the way, you can get tickets at Tam High Boosters Instagram. The link is there. You go to my Instagram, KMBR Murph, or my home Facebook page, Brian Murphy, and you can see the link to buy tickets, $40. Here we go. A little action. Let's get you in the game right now. Number 6, Noah Ziegert. Number 5, Declan Murphy. Number 7, Max Kolesnikov. Number 13, Peter Mitchell. Good to see him in there. Number 18, Elvis Schilleman. And number 4, Rylan Coleman. Number 1, Ethan Wallace in goal, of course. So, all right, some guys in the first game, first time. Schilleman and Mitchell are in for the first time, I believe, today. And here's Coleman over to Ziegert, who feeds it down to Murphy, who's a little bit of a wet pass. He turns. He throws a wet pass himself to Peter Mitchell, who loses it. So a little sloppy play there. Turnover. And we got Marin Academy coming back 6 minutes to go. Remember, girls game right after. And the girls are doing great with that big win. You know, I believe the girls team to watch is, look at that stop by Ethan Wallace. Number 9, Ari Hirson had open water. He made a turn on his man and had an open look, 1 on none, and Ethan stopped the shot. Good job, Ethan Wallace. I believe the Archie girls are believed to be maybe the favorite. Tam, of course, the girls defending champ. Steal for Declan Murphy. He's got his buddy Max Kolesnikov there now. Will he feed him? I don't know if he has time or has an opening. I think he wants to feed Max. I think he does. And he does, and Max, left-handed. Oh, just quite can't get it in. Too bad. Good unselfish play by Declan to hook up a fellow senior there. Oh, here comes MA on the counter, though. They got numbers. They got a 3-on-2 here. Ethan Wallace saying, okay, do I have to stop this one? And they do, and he does. Hey, look at that. I believe that was Noah Ziegert blocked that first, or was that Wallace? Had a little optical illusion. Either one of those two, they stopped it. And now there's Mitchell. Let's go, Pete. They want Pete to go. They want Pete to go. But he's getting chased down by number 7, Brooks Huser, former Mill Valley Little League baseball player, Brooks Huser. I remember him from box scores, played against him. Declan Murphy looking, trying to feed Kolesnikov. He does. Max tries to get a grip and can't quite get the grip on the ball. He just lost it. So, again, an attempt to get him the feed down there. He just couldn't quite handle it. 4:47 to go. You got Elvis Schillem over there on Ari Hirson. You got Pete Mitchell over here on Jack Buchanan, who has one of MA's 3 goals. That's number 12. Matt's Tyrus with a pitch down low, and they're calling a kick out on
4 dark, 429.
Rylan Coleman, 6 on 5. Okay, there we go. And early shot from number 12, Matt's Tyrus. He said, the heck with it, I'm shooting early. So there's only 4:24 left in the game, and life is short. Pete Mitchell down with the bit of let's go. Got a chance to get in the books here. Rips it. Oh! Off the back bar. It looked like maybe a bar out situation there. Remember, next Thursday is our next broadcast, so a week and a day of rest before we have Tara Linda coming here. Tam obviously try to get a lot of work in practice. They've added some games to their schedule. They will now play Campolindo late October here. That's going to be a juicy one. And they will also play a game over in the East Bay against Alameda at Encinal High School. Alameda's having a good season. And they're going to play Liberty High of Brentwood, a perennial NCS team. So good job by Coach Max Pollock to add 3 games to the schedule that weren't on prior. I believe Napa maybe 2. As always, you got to check your TAM Athletics calendar. You'll be able to see that on the brand new gigantic touchscreen we're installing in the Gus Gym lobby. It's going to be gorgeous. It arrived today, Colleen. Boosters bought that for you guys. It's pretty, and it's going to be right there in the lobby. It's going to take a few days to get it up and running, but it'll have the calendar there. Oh, look at that. Coleman had the ball taken from him by number 10, Dustin Tachiki, and now Coleman with a kick out. MA has numbers. Oh, Tachiki turned the wrong way, and it allowed Ethan Wallace to get out there. And now Ethan's way out of goal, and Ethan hammers him, and Ethan is kicked out. So who's going to play goal? Who's going to play goal? Goalie's out. Goalie's out. Noah Ziegert, it's your chance to play goal, buddy. Noah Ziegert, stop it. Noah Ziegert. Oh, Tachiki scores. So, yeah, well, Ethan got aggressive there. Ethan got aggressive there.
309, 4 dark.
14-4 ball game.
1 dark. both excluded.
MA with some subs. Tam with some subs.
Yeah.
Will Gracie back in.
Yeah.
So Ethan Wallace in the goal. Came out, got aggressive. So Murphy, Ziegart, Gracie, Kolesnikov, Shillem, and Mitchell.
Yeah, we're good. Is all that flat?
And then 259.
Declan Murphy looking. Feeds, oh, sloppy pass there. Taken away by number 15. Tried to feed Noah Ziegart, and Tanner Coughlin took it away. A couple turnovers there. And look at M.A. with the numbers. Ethan's like, no, this one I got. This one I got. He's like, come on, guys. He's trying to direct traffic. Looking like Joe Montana, pointing Freddie Solomon to the corner of the end zone. All right, let's go. Will Gracie to Declan Murphy. Declan's like, enough. I want to score. He's like, enough with the turnovers. Nice pass, Will Gracie, with the assist. And it's 15-4, Rory, as they scored a goal. Remember, Tachiki scored for them. 15-4. So there you go. Or is it, yeah, 15-4. There you go. Murphy now out with 2:20 to go in the game. You're going Shillem, Mitchell, Kolesnikov, Gracie, Feldman, and Ziegart. Jasper likes to steal water polo passes. He just stole another one from Ben Perkins. Gets it over to Ethan Wallace. Ethan trying to get some of these kids in the scorebook. Can always get a chance to score. So it'd be nice to see. He's looking. He's trying to hook somebody up here. He's trying to dial one up. And there he finds Pete Mitchell. Mitchell getting harassed by Jack Buchanan. And I believe they're calling a kick out on Buchanan. A little aggressive. So, all right, 6-on-5 for the guys. See what they can get going with 1:40 to go in this game. Oh, look at the feed to Jasper Feldman. Mitchell with the assist. And Tam goes up 16-4. Nice pass. Was that Gracie with the pass? Or Mitchell? Was Mitchell? 13, Mitchell? Yes. Good job. Good job, Mitchell. Pete Mitchell. 3 players after service. In comes number 10, Pash CV. And out comes. We have too many players, guys. We have too many players. Will Gracie's coming out. So once again, Tam will have some time off where they get to look at the game film from Redwood and get back at it. Tam will improve to 3-1 in league play. They will improve to, oh, look at that. Ethan again getting aggressive, and Jasper Feldman will pick him up out there. Everyone who scored has at least 3 goals. Tam will improve to 4-3 overall, 3-1 in league. Marin Academy will fall to 1-5, 0-2 in league. With only a minute to go, Tam up 16-4. And the Terra Linda game will be good. Be a good game. And it'll be, last year Terra Linda beat Tam for the first time in a long time. And I imagine Wallace and Murphy will have something to say about that. Here we go, M.A. with a breakaway. Tachiki. Chance to pad the score here. Look at good. He's 1-on-none, and he scores. Look at that. They have now scored more goals against Tam than they did against Redwood. It's a 16-5 game. That was a little sloppy. So 51 seconds to go. Let's see if Tam can get one back. That was 10 for M.A. Tachiki has one. I think he has 3 goals for them. I think he has 3 of their 5 goals. Yeah. And the other 2 are by Ari Hirson and Jack Buchanan. So Tachiki with a hat trick. Nice job, kid. Don't know what year he is in school. Pash CV looking. 40 seconds to go, 19 on the shot clock. See if we can get somebody in the scorebook here. Oh, a turnover. Turnover, a little offensive foul on Tam. M.A. wants one more for the books here. See if they can get one. Goalie Xander Mondaloo looking with a bomb. And look at Noah Ziegart, though, getting to that 50-50 ball. Good hustle. And he gets the turnover his way. Good hustle by Noah Ziegart. All right, he finds Jasper. 26 seconds to go, 25, 24. He's going to try to get somebody in the books here who doesn't always get in. Let's see if we get Shillem. I see Shillem swimming. I see him working. And Jasper with a turn. Nice turn by Feldman. Maybe you can lob one up here, lob one up. Oh, he just says, you know what, fine, I'll take it. And Max Pollock says, you know what, Jasper, there was 9 seconds to go. I'm going to take you out of the game. I'm going to take you out of the game. And in comes number 15, Will Gracie, for the final 9 seconds. So Tam does what they have to do. Looks like it'll be a 17-5 win, barring any final goals. And like we said, improved to 3-1 in league. Wins over San Domenico, San Marin, and Marin Academy. The loss to Redwood. And the big game next Thursday against Terra Linda. Here's one last shot, stopped by Wallace. So there you go. Congratulations to Tam, MA. A rebuilding year, as Joe Doyle told us. And Tam will take their 17-5 win and move on. Everybody have a great rest of your week. Stick around for the girls' game. Bobby Palmer's girls are playing some good ball. They are playing some good ball. And here they come. Mr. Octavio to do his thing. He's a winner. He comes around, wins happen. All right, Kevin, take it away. Here we go. We're going to sign off for the boys' game. Thanks to Colleen Donaldson. Thanks to the TAM Boosters. Thanks to the TAM High Foundation. Thanks to the Burks. Thanks to our statistician, Rory Murphy. And this is Brian Murphy signing off from TamTV for the boys' game. Stay tuned for the girls' game next on TamTV.